A Super Mario Bros. 3 race. To hit that, the goal is $125,000. We're currently sitting at $16,274. So make sure you get your donations in for that if you want the bonus game, Super Mario Bros. 3 race as well.
Зура, я бы поверил, если бы сказали, что тебя нашли в башене заебаться.
A $5 donation from C Great Sword. It says, congratulations, Drunk Wario, on getting Dead Rising into GDQ. Good luck with the run, and shout out to Dices on the couch for making sure Frank gets his Zombrex every day from now on. I have a $20 donation from Dadcore that says, dang, this skateboard is incredible. I gotta get me one of these. $30 from Vols, who says, donating now and buying those albums later. Good luck on the run.
Из аномалии. Звучит реалистично, да.
$50 donation from Reverend Gumby, who says, thank you so much for running one of my favorite 360 games. Let's destroy the zombies and the game.
Там на официальном стриме Dance Gaming раздал 50 сабов людям. Dance Game.
For the Remnants of Naezith bonus levels, we just crossed 3,000 for the challenge. Donation challenge on that. Still need to get 5,000 to hit that. Just want to give you guys little updates on that.
Вообще, хоть на основном стриме и раздают массово подписки, получить подписку довольно сложно, потому что на основном стриме сидит 120 тысяч людей. Так что взвешивайте ваши шансы.
From Bannable, and they say simply, clap. Simple enough. Thank you very much. We've got a follow-up from Tay230. $10 says, well, I'm a man of my word.
Кейк 4 дня фармит, а у меня официальный стрим открыт с самого начала, по факту. Даже компьютер не выключал.
We have a $100 donation from, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this, Footmeister41 that says, loving everything so far as I always do. Upping my donation from last year because we all love Doctors Without Borders. Greetings from Australia.
Ну, я вам могу сказать одно. Самый основной мем чата SGDQ в этом году — это ай-яй-я. Я не шучу. Там каждый второй постит ай-яй-я.
Bob's interview totally sold me on the Remnants of Naezith incentive. $30 from Cherik, who says, why is this bonus level incentive not met? Do people not want more GDQ? Come on, chat, let's make it happen.
Так, и настроили нам игру Remnants of Naezith. И сейчас мы будем начинать.
Hello. Wonderful. Thank you very much. So before we get into this game, the speedrun just goes really hard right off the bat. So there's some stuff I want to go over before we do that, just so that you're not jumping in blind.
Так, Райнер говорит, что спидран становится очень интенсивным с самого начала, поэтому хочет несколько вещей рассказать до начала. В первую очередь представляет своих сокомментаторов на диване.
Basically, nobody plays this game. There's like 6,000 people who own the game, so I'm going to be doing solo commentary for this.
Комментировать по факту будет сам.
And before I start the run, I actually want to just go over the very basic mechanics of this game, because if you don't get these, then you're not going to understand any of the game. So the first thing to note, this is a platforming game.
В первую очередь это платформер. Мы можем прыгать дважды.
I'm just going to turn the volume down here. Actually,
поправил звук.
There we go. So we can double jump
Так,
in
можно
the air. We
дэшиться.
can dash, and if you look at the bottom, there's sort of a dash stamina bar that
И
refills
внизу
as we go through
есть
the level.
энергия,
And if we stand still, it
которая
recharges faster, which is very useful.
восстанавливается,
The bread
когда
and butter
стоишь
of
на
this
месте
game, the
или не
important
дэшишься.
part is the grappling hook, which comes flying off at a 45
И еще
degree
в этой
angle
игре
wherever we're aiming,
есть
and it will latch onto any
граблинг-хук.
wall, ceiling, or anything. It moves us in a circular motion, and we
Работает
cannot
примерно
grapple
как
onto spikes,
веревка
saw
ниндзя в
blades, metal
червячках.
blocks, stone, all that stuff. The only key thing to know about the grappling hook is the longer it is, the faster we go. So that's all you
И
need to
важно
know
знать,
for
что
now.
чем
We'll go
длиннее
into a
вот эта
couple of
вот
things once
веревка,
we get
на
into
которой
this.
мы катаемся,
So
тем
the last
быстрее мы
thing
будем
that I want
идти.
to say is we are all going to be donating $1 per death of this game because I'm going to die in this game. And additionally, the very first level of this game has a really stupid start to it. So if I miss it once, then I'm going to reset the level and donate $5.
И раннер говорит,
We'll
что
see
за
how that
каждую
goes.
свою смерть он будет донатить GDQ $1,
Yes,
и если он не пройдет с первого раза первый уровень, то он задонатит $5.
All right, so we should be ready. If I can get a countdown with the crowd, we'll go in 5, 4, 3,
И мы начинаем.
2, 1, go.
И, собственно, проходит он с первого раза первый уровень. И мы видим, что игра идет очень быстро. Видим, что тут повсюду шипы, и надо от них уворачиваться. И спидран просто на удивление интенсивный. Проходим миссию буквально за считанные секунды.
So that means that I don't only have to look at where I'm grappling, I also have to time my releases on my grapples if I want to get the right amount of speed and not go flying off into infinity. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into proper grappling. Here we see these stone walls. If I grapple onto them, it makes music. We can't grapple onto them, so we have to wall jump because yes, you can.
Еще ранее упоминаю, что в этой игре можно прыгать по стенам. Это вот только что он сделал, и это полезно в некоторых местах, где невозможно зацепиться веревкой. Вот еще одна механика, где раннер раскручивается на одном летающем островке и запускает себя очень высоко вверх. Ой. Не получился у него трюк на этот раз.
On this level, you're going to notice, especially towards the bottom here, that I'm doing constant grapple jumps. That's because grappling actually resets our double jump in this game.
Еще одна особенность механики, что после любого грэпла восстанавливается даблджамп, то есть может раннер даблджампнуть, ухватиться за стену и как бы после этого еще раз прыгнуть. То есть второй прыжок из даблджампа ресетается.
Water in this game is actually the only thing that slows us down as we're moving. So it's important to spend as little time on water as possible. Here's a cool thing. If I grapple onto a wall and then jump, it actually pulls me towards where my
вода
grapple
замедляет
is,
передвижение в этой игре, поэтому в воде надо проводить как можно меньше времени.
There's this gross green sludge stuff on the walls that prevents us from wall jumping up walls as slime normally does. So that's something to look out for in a lot of levels. We are actually really quickly approaching the end of the first area. Так, мы уже приближаемся к концу первой части игры. As we move on into other areas like this one, we're going to see new color palettes, new levels, new challenges, and the game just gets harder and harder as it goes. This one's a very nice brown color palette and also has a bunch of different levels. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, and actually this next level coming up is one of the longest in the game with not much happening. So this is a great time for, let's say, 2 donations.
Sure. We have a
Так, вот это довольно длинный уровень, поэтому раннер просит, чтобы прочитали пару донатов. И это донат на $200 от брата раннера.
Thank you, guys.
We have time for another one?
Yes, hit me.
We have a $100 donation from Lost Dragonist who says, let's send X Epic Cat X to the void. Donation goes to the Remnants of Naezith bonus levels.
Wonderful, thank you. This level, cool thing, is the only one that spawns us in midair. A lot of fun. So yeah, as you saw before, that really long level didn't really have much going on in it. It was kind of long, but there wasn't any like
Умер.
dangerous things in it.
Минус $1.
Spikes there. That's a general rule of thumb in this game as well, is that longer levels tend to be less mechanically challenging than their shorter counterparts, whereas short levels tend to be, you know, can you nail this grapple, can you jump at the right time, all of that stuff. This next level here puts that spinning move into play that we did earlier. I'm gonna spin here, spin here.
Spin to
A little
win.
too high, but it still works. Builds up quite a bit of speed so that we can get over this water
На
thing.
предыдущем
Again,
уровне
spend as little
он
time
специально
on the water as
раскрутился,
possible,
чтобы
so we don't
набрать
slow down.
побольше скорости
If you look to the
и
bottom right here, you'll actually notice the
пропрыгать по
remnant at
воде
the
до
bottom,
конца.
but we can't go into that because it's behind a speed gate, so we actually have to go flying all the way up here just so that we can fall down, slow all the way down, and barely make it through.
Еще минус $1.
Interesting gimmick there. This level is called the Hill, and it has no checkpoints on it, which is interesting. If you've been paying close attention, you'll notice that sometimes we pass by these areas with little spinning white things, like one right there. Those are checkpoints, and an interesting thing about this game's speedrun mode is that when you die, you actually lose additional time. So you lose 1 second to the death animation, and then an additional 2 seconds as time speeds up while you're dead. So consistency is good. Here's a cool mechanic. If I grapple and then dash and jump, I actually gain a ton of height. That is called a dash pull and is probably the single
Так,
most
объясняет еще одну
useful
часть
mechanic
механики.
in this
Это
game.
если ухватиться за стену, а потом дэшнуться и
This level
прыгнуть,
is
то
spin.
прыжок
There's a
будет
guy in the
очень
community
высоким.
named Snowball who is absolutely
Что очень
insane
полезно в
and
некоторых
has grinded
местах.
this level for like 60 hours because he's insane. This level, if you are a fan of orbs, this level is for you. We got some orbs chasing us right here, and those will actually kill us unless we dash through them. So
Так,
we
тут
need
нам
to
показали
make
механику
sure
с
that we have our
орбами,
boost stored up
орб,
properly if we want to do these levels.
которая убивает
try
персонажа,
something here that I don't
если
always
через
get.
них не дэшнуться.
See, I'll take it. That is good enough. The IL strat on this gets actually one of the highest top speeds in this
еще минус
game
$1.
going through that area, which is pretty cool. This level is called Mist. It's one of my least favorite in the game because the first area in it has no grappling. It's all about just movement mechanics that I'm not
Был
super
довольно
fond of.
сложный уровень, потому что там
But some
нигде
people really
нельзя
like it. It's got
загрэплиться.
these weird, like, spike
Надо
jumps
только
that
по
we
стенам
can do
прыгать.
throughout it, which make use of really weird spike hitboxes and other stuff. I don't know, I can't do them, I'm not that good. Here we have Red Mire, and at the end are these red lasers, and we're actually going to see them basically everywhere throughout the run now. That's the first time they're really visible. So like,
Так, еще
here,
минус $1.
spike hitbox.
И еще минус $1.
Here, if we go up all the...
И еще
Alright,
минус $1.
alright. I see what you're doing, game. I see what you're doing, game.
И еще минус $1.
Let's just...
Что-то эти
I'm just gonna
шипы
go slow way.
не очень любят раннера.
This game's being mean. If we
Да,
go
и
all the
вот
way up here, we
еще
got this
в
bounce
игре
back here, and you
добавляются
see
лазеры.
There are lasers everywhere. Tons of lasers. They look like candy, they look like licorice, but you don't want to eat them because they taste like burning flesh and sadness.
Тренер говорит, что хоть эти лазеры выглядят как конфетки, лучше их не есть, потому что они на вкус как выжженная плоть и печаль. Ну, собственно, к этим лазерам нельзя притрагиваться.
But it's also a very mean zone because everything wants to kill you. This is where the game starts going out of its way to actually like make your life miserable. Like we've got these orbs where you have to
Собственно, опять
manage your
мы
dash.
видим эти орбы, и, как вы видите, мы через них дашимся, и они не наносят нам урона.
Lasers, not candy, lasers. Gotta remind myself. We got levels where lasers will pop out of nowhere. Like this one, these light beams, if we go too slow and dawdle a little too long, they turn into red lasers and kill us.
Еще
Like,
минус
that's just
$1.
evil.
Так, на этом уровне вот эти вот линии, они превращаются в лазеры, если слишком медленно передвигаться. Ну, для спидранера это не проблема, хотя он 2 раза умер на этом уровне.
This level is called Tunnel, and this one's all about preserving your momentum in it, which I
Потерял немного инерции.
There are these laser hallways, and if we go through here and I do this properly, we can build up some momentum, build up some momentum, build up some momentum, and carry it all the way through here. That feels really good to do. It's a lot of fun to carry momentum through this. This next level here is one of those short mechanical ones. This is called Escape, and it actually introduces us to yellow lasers, which are very friendly because we can both move through them and grapple onto them. Very nice. Up here we have 3 levels with a lot of moving parts, saw blades, lasers, and the works. So if you want, we have time
Тренер говорит, что есть время зачитать около 3 пожертвований.
Sure, we will see. We have a $150 donation from Rory Rye 7, who says this movement is insane, and I want to see more of it.
Thank you, Rory. Good friend.
We have a $25 donation from Undertaker Dan, who says no idea what is happening, but it looks quick.
Тут появляются такие лазерные турельки, которые пытаются прицелиться в персонажа.
Proud to see Naezith at a GDQ, and with our big boy Epic Cat representing, no less. Doubling this donation if you get an IL record, tripling if it's chamber. You up for it, Bob? Kappa Ross.
No, not even close. -7 is a huge member in the community. She has done a lot of work with tassing and has several world records, so thank you a lot for that. Here we have a cool level called Floodgate, which has these really aesthetically pleasing blue floating water blocks. Like, look at them, they're gorgeous. They look better than I do. I wish they'd been used anywhere else in this game because of how gorgeous they are, but fortunately it was not meant to be. I just skipped a cycle there. Cycles don't exist in this game, except for here. There are a lot of cycles here, and we're actually
Здесь у нас
not on the
крутящиеся лазеры, и у Райнера получилось скипнуть один из лазеров.
Make it through that. Cycles in that level are very difficult to do.
Теперь у нас порталы. Очередная механика этой игры.
Weird. That level that we just did, that was Redshift, and there were some portals in it. This level is called Plumber. There are also some portals in this. The next level is called Vertical, and it has portals too. Just don't ask about portals, please. I don't know how they work. Nobody knows how they work. They're actually Magic Dragon stuff, I'm convinced. Portals are like...
Порталы вообще бесполезные в этой игре. Даже характерного синего и оранжевого цвета.
Here we have Zigzag, which is filled with our evil red laser evil red laser enemies, not candy. We've got our friendly yellow lasers, and we have these orange lasers, which are kind of neutral. They're like that person that you see around town every so often, and you like nod at each other, but you don't really talk. You can grapple onto them.
Я думаю, Райнер прошел эту игру уже много раз, чтобы помнить абсолютно все уровни.
People tend to die and spend hours on this, as Lurking would know. This level is called Wall of Shear. It's also rude. I'm gonna try for the fast... No, I'm gonna fail the fast strat. Let's go again.
Ой. Умирает пару раз Райнер на этом уровне.
Fast strat's not cool. Aha, there we go. And if I hit this, and I hit this... Alright, never mind.
Попытался сделать быструю страту, но зацепился.
You can actually build up a lot of speed and make it all the way up to this remnant up here a lot faster than I did. So pretty cool stuff. We're actually getting really close to the end of Metal. This level is called Techie, and it's a very technical level to play for the first time. And it's actually an even more technical level to speedrun. There are some crazy things we can do. We are now just a short climb away. This is actually one of the easier levels, considering it's the end.
Так, и это был конец секции, которая называется Металл. Теперь мы в секции, которая называется Кристалл.
I lost count at like 10 or 15 or something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can't count any higher than that. There's a lot of saw blades. And once we make it through this level, guess what? There's more saw blades.
Очень много крутилок в этой секции. Райнер попытался их посчитать, но сбился со счета очень быстро.
You'll notice that there's lasers, and there's spikes, and there's water, and there's all kinds of stuff that's just there to be mean to you. And then there's more saw blades. Like, they're in every level, I swear. It's insane. But in all seriousness, this zone is absolutely mind-bogglingly difficult to complete. There is only one deathless run recorded of this, and it was done by me, and you've seen how much I've already died. That's not happening again. I don't think anybody else is insane enough to go for a deathless run. And when there are levels...
Райнер нам говорит, что существует всего один записанный ран без смертей этой игры, и этот ран сделал он же. Говорит, что вряд ли существует еще один настолько же сумасшедший человек в мире, который тоже сделает ран без смертей. Но помните, вы всегда можете доказать, что он не прав.
But thankfully we make it through, and now we're onto a level called Limbo. And you can probably see where this level gets its name from. One property of red lasers is you can grapple through them, which makes this level's gimmick possible. Here we have Old Way, and the trick here is to hold my dash and jump so I can make it up there, and then the rest of it is just avoiding spikes. By the way, these crystal things are spikes if it wasn't obvious yet. This level here is called Crossfire. It's probably one of my least
Так,
favorites.
это довольно интересный уровень. Раннер говорит, что не очень ему нравится, но там, по сути, много турелей, которые стреляют орбами, и от них надо уворачиваться.
Here we have Detour, which has these really slow-moving red lasers, and they're like really slow-moving. Like sometimes I'll think that I'm going a decent speed, and then they'll just like take forever to catch up to me and kill me, and it's really weird. Lurking, this is for you. Fast strat, yes. Here we have Vertigo. I don't have enough boost for this. I do not have enough boost for this. All right, let's try that again. Vertigo has a really crazy IL strat that I have no consistency on. So instead I opt for the slow strat, which doesn't even look that bad. Looks pretty cool.
Пытается сейчас раннер набрать достаточно скорости.
All right, let's see. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Build up some speed. Use our dash. There we go. That was
First try every time.
This level is called Surge. Just like Sunken Caves, the water's chasing us, but this time it's even slower for some reason. We make it through there, and this is Metamorphosis. This is one of the three what I like to call monster levels of this game. There are 3 levels in this zone that sort of break the rule of long levels not being mechanically challenging. And they are this one called Ascend, and one called Couloir. These levels are long, grueling tests of your sanity. They're filled with spikes, they're filled with lasers, they're filled with moving parts, saw blades, of course. And like
Еще раз умер.
lots of saw blades. Like, you'll see
Особенность
coming up
этого
here,
уровня в том,
there's
что
still so many
это
saw blades
один из
in
3
this game.
уровней,
Look
которые
at this.
и долгие, и
How
сложные.
many hardware stores
Как
did this
правило,
freaking
если
buy
уровни
just to defend this treasure?
долгие
Like,
в
it's
этой игре
nuts.
и в подобных играх, в принципе,
Make it
то
through. This
они
level's
не
called Hall of
настолько
Despair.
интенсивные.
Cheerful name.
То есть, чем короче уровень, тем
It has these
легче там
one-by-one
умереть
blocks
в каком-то
that
определенном месте.
are
Но
covered with
конкретно эти
saw
3
blades, of
уровня,
course.
они
And the
нарушают
blocks
это
themselves
правило.
are actually timed. So if you grapple onto them for more than half a second, they will forcibly remove your grapple.
Там
and
были еще
probably
специальные
kill you with
блоки,
despair.
за которые можно зацепиться, но они автоматически сбрасывают наш грэппл через полсекунды.
So we'll do it the slow way. Meander on up here, we can hit a boost pad here, and saw blades. Again, still, they haunt me in my dreams.
Да, раннеры ничего не зарабатывают, это благотворительный марафон, разве что
Once we make it past the saw
подписчиков,
blades, there's more saw blades, but once we make it past those
если
saw
они
blades,
понравились
saw
людям.
blades, and once we make it past, I'm just gonna stop there. This level is really spooky, and optimizing it is actually surprisingly difficult. Getting to the end of that level with the right amount of boost going quickly is not easy to do. This level's called Heretic, and the hardest part of it is right here, where we weave through the lasers, no problem. Even harder is this level. This is the last of our monster level trio. This one's called Couloir. Did I mention that? I don't remember. It's got spikes instead of saw blades, and like everything has spikes. There are
Так, это последний из тех 3 сложных уровней, и этот уровень состоит
two of them
практически
are
полностью из
checkpoints, and one of
шипов.
them, for some reason, is just a random one-by-one that I think they forgot to put spikes on. Getting through this level for the first time took me like hours. It was not a fun experience. Thankfully, I can do it fairly consistently now. And we are moving on to Ascend. Ascend is a level that could be considered a monster level. It's long, it's challenging, but in my opinion, at least the checkpoints are a lot more forgiving than the other levels. The hardest part, if you look to the left, we're gonna have to go up there. That's probably the hardest part. It's filled with candy. I mean, lasers. I gotta remind myself every
Довольно
time this is
сложный
not
уровень,
candy.
тут очень много
Filled
лазеров,
with lasers, and as long as we
но
play it a little slow, no problem.
этот
And we're
уровень
on
спасает
to
то, что там
ruins.
очень щадящие чекпоинты.
This level is very appropriately named because it ruins all of my good runs.
Так, кто-то считает,
Getting
сколько долларов он уже
small
должен
ruins.
задонатить?
No, this level is actually really difficult to do, especially your first time through. It's tight quarters, there's spikes everywhere. You have to do dash pulls that are stupidly accurate. Not a very fun one. Once we made it through that, we're on to Hope. The hardest part is this jump, but I have good muscle memory. Feels good. We are now just one short grapple away from the last level in the game. And this is called Chamber.
Так, и это вроде бы последний уровень в игре.
That is right. If you like circles, this is your level. On the right side, you see saw blades that are slowly opening.
Сейчас нам нужно просто крутиться вокруг этого блока и уворачиваться от лазера, примерно секунд 20, потому что вот эти вот крутилки открывают проход, и время. Так, собственно, и закончился ран в категории All Chapters. И, насколько я помню, был Donation Incentive на то, чтобы пройти бонусные уровни. И только что набрали денег на бонусные уровни, так что спидран продолжается, ребята.
Alright, so if we look at the regular IO level select screen, you'll see that there's 20 green, brown, blue levels, and then in every area there's 2 red levels, just to show off where the whole bonus thing comes from. This level is called Chasm, which we saw very early on, but each of these areas has 2 levels with secrets in them. So like this one, if we build up enough speed to make it up here, there's actually like a mini chunk of dragon flesh up here, and we bring it to the end, and that's what unlocks these bonus levels. So we're going to be going through all of them. The very last one is kind of spooky.
В каждой локации в игре, и не в каждом уровне, а именно разные локации, есть 2 уровня с секретками. Если найти эти секретки, то будет открыт бонусный уровень. Сколько я понимаю, у раннера секретки уже открыты, поэтому он сейчас уже их проходит. Этот уровень называется «Мокрый уровень». Очень креативно.
And then wait for our dash to come back. And then as we climb up here, we'll see some 1x1 blocks just like in Hall of Despair. And we make it up. That is a what level name? This level is called Bolt. You're intended to go like this and follow the water down all the way to the end, but that's slow. We don't like that.
Так, в этом уровне он предполагает, что вы будете следовать за уровнем воды, но вместо этого раннер просто набирает скорости в самом начале и просто прилетает на высокой скорости до самого конца. Так, здесь по нам стреляют орбы, и мы просто пытаемся набрать достаточно скорости, чтобы допрыгнуть до выхода из телепорта. Это довольно короткий уровень был, но его надо проходить очень быстро, потому что за нами следуют лазеры. Так, осталось всего 2 уровня.
This level is actually pretty funny. So there are orbs in the corners, of course, that are chasing you, and you're intended to sort of go around in a circle and gather them all together until you go through that red laser. I don't like that, I'm lazy, so instead I just decide to do this. If you remember earlier, I said that you can dash through these without taking damage, and you can also recharge your dash fast if you're not moving. So I could sit here all day and just wait for these lasers to go away as I dash through the orbs. No problem. All right, that is Cube. And now the big one, the final boss of this game is Void.
Самый последний уровень в игре называется Void.
These are 2x1 blocks. On the outside, they are all covered with stone, so that means if I grapple onto anything but the top of the block, it will bounce off and I will die, and they have saw blades on them. So I have to intentionally miss my grapple over top and wait for the grapple to pull back towards me if I want to grapple onto these.
Раннер говорит, что это, очень сложный уровень. Особенность в том, что тут надо грэплиться за вот эти вот блоки, но за них можно грэплиться только сверху.
Good. Okay, that was close.
Если крюк ударится снизу, то он
Went a little
отлетит
too far
просто.
with that one.
И поэтому, как видите, он специально стреляет чуть выше, чтобы хук потом вернулся и зацепился по дороге обратно за верхнюю часть блока.
You can slow down and speed up replays. You can see inputs and replays. There's just a lot of really cool things in this game to help us out. Unless you're playing this level and then you feel bad about going super slow because you want to be fast like that ghost. If you want to read off a donation while I'm trying to do this, that would be perfectly fine.
Absolutely. We have a
Раннер говорит, зачитывайте
$250
пожертвования, пока я пытаюсь это пройти.
from Naezith.
Hey!
Вполне возможно, что раннер на этом уровне умрет больше, чем во время всей остальной игры.
Do we have time for another?
Absolutely.
We have another $250 donation.
Holy smokes.
В СНГ в таком масштабе нет, но иногда спидранерские марафоны все-таки нашим комьюнити устраиваются, и как раз они транслируются на этом же канале.
Give me a break. Come on.
You can keep on going.
Oh, sure. Let's see here. We have another $250 donation from Ryfampin, who says, never heard of this game prior to now, but it looks super cool. Donation goes to the classic Super Mario Bros. 3 race.
Nice. This game is super cool. I would recommend it to basically everybody who likes losing hours and hours of their time to this game without realizing. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna wait for one more boost charge.
И да, у него получается, наконец-то. Он прошел все бонусные уровни за 4 минуты 46 секунд.
So there you go. That is all of the content that came out with this game. There are also custom levels. So there are like
Раннер еще упоминает, что в этой игре есть кастомные уровни, и это уровни, сделанные игроками, и их очень много, то есть в эту игру можно играть часами и часами.
On YouTube and stuff like that. Very welcoming community. We will help you out with anything. Even if you just want to casually play this game, there will always be people there to help you. And I want to shout out everybody in the Naezith Discord, and particularly Naezith or Tolga for developing this game. He did a fantastic job. And also shout outs to his wife for this wonderful t-shirt art. Thank you very much.
Так, спасибо нашему раннеру. Клапа-клапа. И следующая игра у нас называется названием, которое многие, думаю, знают. Looney Tunes.